G'day everybody, welcome back to another episode of Craft by Tim. I have decided that I wanted to try and see whether or not I can get more people interested into my channel, so I decided to print out a bunch of business cards just to see how this sort of thing would go. And I had an idea down the track where these would really come in handy. So, but there'll be more information on that when I actually get a little bit more information on whether or not it's actually going to happen. But anyway, so I decided to print out a bunch of business cards, and I was keeping them in my wallet for a while, but they do take up an awful lot of room, so I decided that what would be better is if I were to make a business card holder. So unfortunately, my business cards are slightly smaller than a regular business card, so what I'm going to do is, because eventually I'm going to actually start going to like Office Works or whatever to get them properly printed, see that they're just smaller than a real business card. They'll still fit in a regular business card holder. So essentially what I want to make is a business card holder that's going to be big enough to fit a regular sized business card, which is, another rule here, 5.5 centimeters by 9 centimeters, or 2¼ inches by 3½ inches. Let's get started. Okay, so here I have what is going to be like my top or bottom. I'm not sure yet. Actually, could I make both out of the same piece? No, too small. Alright, so this is going to be my top or my bottom, and or more so my front or my back. And I'll have, I guess, a jarrah piece for the other side. These are currently going to be my wall and top. So this is a bit of she oak. These are some West Australian marri, keeping it to locally grown timbers. Now this is stuff that I've sort of sized myself, but essentially it is approximately 15mm tall by about 5mm wide. I need to cut two pieces out of this that are going to be 8 centimeters tall. Leave a little bit of gap for waste. Whoop, I was wrong. Okay, so I just found some Australian oak dar. So that should work pretty good for the front. So now I'm going to use this 5/8 spade bit to score a line along here. Wow, let's stuff that one up. Alright, give me a sec. How do I keep stuffing that up? So I broke it. The piece of she oak that I was going to use had this dirty great big crack in it that I didn't really notice, and then it split. Well, I did kind of notice it, but I thought, it's not that bad. It'll probably stay together. It didn't. It didn't stay together at all. So now I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with that, but I'm going to do something with it at a later date, hopefully. But hell, I'm gonna get over it. I feel bad. Anyway, over here we have the random setup that I have that's solidifying these pieces of wood. So, took some pieces. I got some jarrah here. Quite nice, and I've also got when we went down on holiday a little while ago, last week, we went to a place called, I think it was called Bailing Up, something like that. We went to this place that was the old cheese factory, which has been turned into sort of like an arts and crafts store. Anyway, so I got some nice timber from there. We got some West Australian blackbutt, and they also had a little bit of she oak and some jarrah. There was a lot of jarrah actually. Yeah, there was also some carry. I didn't pick up any carry though. But anyway, so we now have our three types of timber. We got our jarrah, we got our blackbutt, and we've also got some marri. It's probably not going to be the strongest join in the world, but that's fine. It doesn't need to be overly strong. After all, they're business cards, they're not tiny honey badgers. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's project. It was quite a fun little one, and it actually turned out really nice. The opening and closing of it is a little bit easy. It used to actually sort of click shut, but I think when I put the beeswax on there, it didn't stay that way. But that's cool. It was still a little fun project, and it didn't actually take me too long either. It was just a matter of gluing everything up, and because of the amount that I actually had to glue, I had to glue things multiple times as well. But I really like the way that this contrast sort of goes about it. Also, if anyone knows what that sort of sheen is, let me know, because I can't remember what the name is when wood does that sort of thing. Anyway, I really like the contrast where you have your black button and the Mary in the middle, and then the Jarrah on the outside. So it's quite an easy project, and at the same time, it would also be really good if you were a timber company and you were trying to sort of come up with ideas on how to market your products. A business card holder like this, or similar to this, where it has your most exotic and interesting looking timbers all on display. I didn't end up using any Shio for this, but aside from the toothpick that I used, this is all West Australian timbers, so it's actually quite a nice, sort of a nice throwback conversation starter sort of thing. But nonetheless, nice easy project, and yeah, let me know if you guys do anything with it. Maybe you could make a smaller one that you could turn into your wallet and hold all your cards in, or something like that. I reckon, you know, this sort of thing would actually be quite an interesting wallet. Maybe that's something that I can do in the future, is actually make a wooden wallet. That would be quite an interesting project, but I'm not entirely sure how to go about doing that. But if I ever figure it out, you guys will be the first to know. So make sure that you subscribe so you can find out if I ever do that. And if you guys have any cool ideas for projects or anything else, let me know. If you've made something and you want to share it, I have a Facebook page in the description, at the bottom of the description, and you can post all your projects, everything that you've made, onto that Facebook group. In other news, I'm going to sign off now because I'm incredibly tired. Stay safe, happy crafting, and as always, cheers.